Case study: R versus Dalloway, 1847. Introduction. A tragic accident in 1847 involving a horse-drawn cart, a young child, and a seemingly careless driver, R versus Dalloway, sparked a legal battle that continues to resonate within the realm of criminal negligence. Mr. Dalloway, driving without holding the reins, accidentally struck and killed a child who ran into the road. The case hinged on a crucial question: did Mr. Dalloway's negligence directly cause the child's death, or was the child's action an intervening act that severed the causal connection? Facts. The events leading to the court case unfolded on a public road. Mr. Dalloway, in control of a horse-drawn cart, was not holding onto the reins, leaving him with minimal control over the animal. This lack of control became tragically evident when a young child unexpectedly darted into the path of the cart. Due to his inability to stop the cart in time, the child was struck and killed. In the aftermath of this devastating accident, Mr. Dalloway faced charges of gross negligence manslaughter. Issue. The crux of the legal battle in R versus Dalloway 1847 revolved around establishing a clear link between Mr. Dalloway's actions and the tragic outcome. The central question centered on the concept of legal causation. Did Mr. Dalloway's act of driving without holding the reins directly cause the child's death? Alternatively, was the child running into the road an independent event that severed any causal connection between Mr. Dalloway's negligence and the fatal accident? Holding. In a controversial decision, the court acquitted Mr. Dalloway of manslaughter charges. This verdict rested on the court's interpretation of legal causation within the context of the case. Ratio decidendi reasoning of the court. The court's reasoning focused on establishing a clear distinction between factual causation. This refers to the simple cause and effect relationship, where one event leads to another. In this case, Mr. Dalloway's act of driving without control undoubtedly played a role in the accident. Legal causation. This is a more complex concept that focuses on whether the defendant's actions can be deemed the direct and accountable cause of the harm suffered. The court applied the but-for test, a crucial principle in determining legal causation. This test asks whether the harm would have occurred but for the defendant's actions. In this case, expert testimony indicated that even if Mr. Dalloway had been holding the reins tightly, it might not have been possible to stop the cart in time to avoid the collision. This evidence introduced an element of doubt regarding the direct causal link between Mr. Dalloway's negligence and the child's death. Furthermore, the court placed the burden of proof on the prosecution. This meant the prosecution needed to establish a clear and direct causal link between Mr. Dalloway's actions and the fatal outcome. Given the uncertainty surrounding the impact of holding the reins and the unpredictable nature of the child's actions, the prosecution's case fell short of meeting this burden. Significance. R versus Dalloway 1847 holds significant weight in criminal law, particularly concerning the concept of legal causation in negligence cases. The case established the following legal principles. Importance of legal causation. It emphasizes the distinction between factual causation and legal causation, highlighting the need to prove a direct and accountable causal link for criminal liability to attach. But-for test. The case exemplifies the application of the but-for test, a crucial tool for establishing legal causation. It highlights the need to consider alternative scenarios and whether the harm would have occurred regardless of the defendant's actions. Burden of proof. The case reiterates that the burden of proof in establishing legal causation lies with the prosecution in criminal cases. Conclusion. R versus Dalloway 1847 stands as a landmark case in criminal law, offering a framework for establishing legal causation in negligence claims. The case emphasizes the distinction between factual causation and legal causation, highlighting the need to prove a direct and accountable causal link for criminal liability to attach. While the case has sparked debate regarding the burden of proof and the complexities of causation, it remains a crucial precedent that ensures criminal responsibility is based on a clear connection between an action and its outcome. The principles established in this case continue to influence legal discussions and case law surrounding negligence and the concept of legal causation. If you are a law student and looking for more case studies, visit our website www.mylawtutor.net.